Hey guys, what's going on? It's CrispyWrestling here. Today we're going to be doing our review of Bad Blood. It's just going to be a quick review because I couldn't make the video yesterday because I was busy. But Bad Blood was a good show and a bad show at the same time to me. Overall, the wrestling quality wasn't that good besides, of course, one match. But overall, if you really just put together everything in the show, I thought that Bad Blood was enjoyable. So, as you guys may know, Bianca, Jade, Naomi, all the hosts for Bad Blood, they had a couple of segments there and there, but let's just really get into the matches. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. What else can be really said other than this match was probably not only WWE's match of the year, not only one of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time, but one of the best matches that both of these guys have wrestled in their careers. This feud deserved everything. This feud was perfect. As I said in the predictions video, this match should have main evented, but obviously stuff that you'd understand why it didn't main event when we talk about what happened later at Bad Blood. It didn't take long for CM Punk to bleed or Drew McIntyre, so CM Punk was the one bleeding throughout most of the match. I mean, these guys were just hitting each other with all their shots. I mean, Drew hit a Claymore early on. CM Punk hit a GTS outside the ring early on. This was downright insanity. And what really really exploded the match was when Drew went to go grab CM Punk walloped him with a toolbox. And Drew was busted wide open. And I mean wide open, I mean dude was gushing blood like water out of a water fountain. This and that's when things really escalated and Drew needed staples in real life. I mean, this just wasn't an overselling effect. This was this was real, brother. And CM Punk and Drew bled for like 80% of the match. It was beautiful. That's what we wanted. I mean, this was just absolutely perfection. And honestly, there's no complaints about this match. I don't think I could just label a single complaint with this match. Both of these guys said they wanted to kill each other, and that's exactly what they were doing. There's no in between. These guys were promised to make each other bleed. That's what they were doing. And really just all the promises that they promised to carry out. There's no loopholes in this match. What they said they were going to do, they absolutely did. Both of these guys had an even amount of chance to win this match, and it was so exciting. I mean, you were on the edge of your seats no matter what happened because you didn't know what next brutal move was going to happen, and I just felt like that was very exciting. In the end, though, Drew dumped beads on CM Punk, and then CM Punk reversed it. Drew went for the Claymore, in which Drew landed on the beads and the steel steps. It allowed CM Punk to hit a GTS and win the match, which we all kind of expected. I mean, I love both guys, but there's no way CM Punk was losing this feud. This is his first major feud back in WWE since his return at Survivor Series, which is already, by the way, approaching a year. But CM Punk wins in Hell in a Cell. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, stars-wise. It's just absolutely... I mean, what else could you want in a Hell in a Cell match? What else could you want in a heated rivalry like this? It's absolutely perfection. Drew will probably take a break, but I mean, CM Punk, he deserves a world title shot. CM Punk is not washed, people. CM Punk can absolutely go on a world title run. The dude, once again, proved the haters wrong. This match was, from beginning to finish, so good. And CM Punk also, the fact that CM Punk also needed a breathalyzer afterwards, like bro could barely stand. It's like they said they were trying to kill each other, and if CM Punk's career ended, he would have not cared if it meant hurting Drew McIntyre. Just everything was just so well played out, even after the bell. Just so good, dude. And truly, we love to see it. Now, I forgot to include the screenshots in the Nia and Bayley match. Long story short, Bayley and Nia Jax was good for what it was, I guess. Nia Jax attempted to hit a Hurricane Rana. that kind of stuff. Never really panned out. Uh, Nia Jax ended up winning, retaining clean over Bayley, sorta. I mean, if you want to include Tiffany's interference, no Tiffany cash in. That's long story short what happened. Nia, and eventually Tiffany will cash in on Nia, though. I firmly believe that. Then they showed Quavo, because the PLE is in the heart of Atlanta. You got Quavo, you've got Metro Boom in there. Little Baby was also shown on the screen. A lot of rappers in attendance, which we love to see. You know, WWE exposure reaching everywhere. You love to see it, and it was a fun night. It was a fun night for everybody. Next up, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I don't know what to say. I mean, Finn Balor's entrance was cool, I guess, but Finn Balor and Damian Priest was. I mean, I love watching Finn Balor wrestle. Don't get me wrong. I think Finn Balor and Priest can put on absolutely match of the night quality matches if they get the time. It's just this feud has just not been it for me. I'm a huge advocate for Finn Balor to go on his own and win championships. Damian Priest is already one of the bigger baby faces, and it's quite remarkable how Damian Priest has just shot out as a babyface. But overall, Balor and Priest, I mean, I just knew Priest was winning. Especially I wanted Balor to win. Unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, because I like both guys. Um, Priest ended up winning. I don't know what this means for Finn Balor. I hope this means Finn Balor eventually leaves the Judgment Day. As soon as he loses those tag titles, Finn Balor should go on his own. Screw JD McDonough. Balor should go on his own. He should become the Demon. He should become unhinged. We need to see the real Finn Balor back, because a lot of people like me are saying this is just not what this is not what Finn Balor should be. And Priest should be doing other things. They should just end this feud altogether, because Priest and Balor are two big stars. They don't need to face each other for that long. You don't need to turn this into a multi-month feud. Just get it over with, because honestly, none of the segments on Raw that air, they're not even that good. They're kind of just like slog to get through, to be honest with you. There's only some there and there that are good. Next up, we had Triple H coming out here. At the beginning of the night, it was said that Triple H would make an announcement. Halfway through the show, he comes out. Of course, he's soaking it all in, Mr. Aura Man himself. And Triple H, and as you can see during Triple H's entrance, what I noticed before the Triple H made his way in the ring, the Crown Jewel logo was there. And obviously, I read on X, off WrestleVotes' account, before Triple H even made this announcement, I kind of got spoiled. He said the Crown Jewel Championship, and I thought he was trolling, because I was like, what the hell? Because my main hope is that we're gonna get a women's mid card title. I'm sure Triple H is well aware that we are all begging for the women's mid card title to exist, but it said Crown Jewel, and my first thought is maybe there'll be a title defended at Crown Jewel. Maybe there'll be an inaugural title at Crown Jewel. Well, it's not what we necessarily thought it would be. Triple H also spooted out attendance numbers, all that kind of stuff. I mean, we knew that Triple H was going to do this, talking about attendance and all that. We broke a attendance gate record. You know how Triple H likes to be. But then it got to the actual announcement. It was the Crown Jewel Championship, the thing that I got spoiled on before. Carrot gold all over the place. You've got the Crown Jewel colors. And basically how it works is that it's almost like the old Survivor Series. Both world champions will face each other, which means Cody Rhodes will face Gunther off Raw. So Crown Jewel has basically turned into a Raw vs SmackDown PLE, which initially, when you think off the head, it sounds confusing, but at the same time, it's kind of thrilling, because now we get to see guys from both brands face each other, men and ladies of both brands to face each other. And Liv Morgan and Nia Jax, I'm sorry, but Liv and Nia Jax just isn't going to be good. Unless there's a cash-in, or unless there's something, I don't think Nia in Liv delivers. I want to be proven wrong, and hopefully I am proven wrong, because Nia has improved so much. As I said in other videos, Nia has looked phenomenal in her second run, and I think Liv Morgan, there's definitely still time to give Liv Morgan a good reign. They just need to book it better. But Cody Rhodes and Gunther is definitely a match that I am looking forward to seeing. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes and Gunther are two of the best in the company, and this match is. I mean, I don't know why people would be complaining about this match. It sounds confusing. A lot of people are not into it, but I'm just happy that we get to see Cody Rhodes and Gunther. It's a PLE quality match, and we're gonna get to go see it. So I'm not gonna complain. But Liv and Nia, I'm kind of worried about how just it's gonna set up. I mean, obviously they're gonna run into each other on both brands. I think we'll just see an invasion kind of thing, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they set up Crown Jewel. I mean, Crown Jewel is one of my least anticipated PLEs of the year. I suspect that Crown Jewel is going to be nothing like Survivor Series. Crown Jewel is just going to be a PLE that you can honestly just skip, to be honest with you. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Next up, Rhea and Liv Morgan. I was hopeful this match would deliver. Seeing Rhea Ripley back in action, we love to see it. Rhea is one of the best women's wrestlers in the company. Dom in the shark cage. Dom acting animated was really one of the best parts of this match. I love Dom so much. I mean, Dom acting animated, like I said, it was one of the more better things of the match. Dom even fell from the cage. Like, it scared me. At first, didn't know he was chained up. So it kind of looked like there was something actually happened that Dom almost fell out of the cage. A little scared there. But Liv and Rhea had some good sequences there and there. They had a couple of good back and forths. But really, the headline of this match was the return of Raquel. And they said Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know if that means Raquel Gonzalez is back. Either way, it doesn't really make a difference to me. But Raquel is now the bodyguard of Liv Morgan. It kind of gives me flashbacks to when Raquel was Dakota Kai's bodyguard and that whole story there. But Raquel is now in the Judgment Day. I mean, you could probably just call it official that Raquel's in the Judgment Day. And Raquel is here to protect Liv and Dom from Rhea Ripley. That's pretty much what that is. Also, if people were not watching Bad Blood, there was a botch where basically the referee, I don't think there was supposed to be a DQ. Raquel delivered her Takana bomb, which is her finisher, to Rhea, rolled Liv to the cover, and what I think was supposed to happen was Liv was supposed to pin Rhea, which I think would have been the more better version of this than just the ref ringing the bell, it looking all awkward, and Raquel and the fans wondering why is Raquel here, and some of the fans being like, okay, whatever, we'll move on from that. But yeah, definitely confusing there. But I am happy to see Raquel back. Raquel is a good name to have back, and it's going to be interesting to see how this bodyguard storyline works. I hope it works out, but the Liv and Rhea rivalry, or the Liv and Rhea feud, I'm just not into it. I just think it should be, and I think we should let Rhea explore other ventures. Honestly, there's a lot of matches on Raw that I would love Rhea to have. There's a lot of different matches on Raw that I would love Liv to have. I think this feud should stop. This whole Judgment Day versus Judgment Day thing is just not of something that I want. Like oh my god, oh my god. Let's see how many months we can push this out. No. I do not want that to happen. And but obviously with Raquel back, that's what's gonna happen. Raquel's now in the mix. Rhea can face Raquel, and Raquel isn't gonna leave Liv's side. So then you got all that. Next up, main event: Cody Rock. Or Cody Roman. I don't know why I said Cody Rock. Cody Roman versus Jacob Fatu and Solo. The tag team match that we were all clamoring for. The biggest tag team match since the one at WrestleMania 40. Kind of crazy though to see Cody and Roman team up. That's like the event. That's the literal definition of the Avengers teaming up. And we all kind of knew. We were all kind of worried about Jacob or Solo winning. I mean, we were all worried about mainly Solo getting a pin on one of these guys. Because I predicted that The Rock would come in and it would be Roman and Cody losing. But that's not what happened. The overall, wrestling-wise, the match was pretty good. I thought there was a lot of good back and forths. Cody drove Solo through the Jacob Fatu got driven through the table by Cody. Um, but really, we're talking about the main points of this match. It's Jimmy Uso is back after so much speculation. There's worry about stuff in Jimmy Uso's personal life. He is back. Jimmy Uso is finally back in the Bloodline story. Of course, he helped Roman. He was the first person that got betrayed en route to this Solo's Bloodline thing. And Jimmy, I love seeing Jimmy back. It's so good to see him back. It's such a big name to have back. And the way that they did it, where he was in a hood outside of the ring, Tamatonga was wondering what he was doing out there. He super kicks Tamatonga and Tongaloa. And Jimmy helps Roman win, helps Roman pin Solo, which I thought was the perfect result there, because now Roman pins Solo. Maybe that means we can avoid Roman versus Solo. I have no idea. But Jimmy is back. We love to see it, but that wasn't the biggest return of the night, because the biggest return of the night was the final goddamn boss. The Rock is back, and The Rock has got his People's Championship belt. He's got that final boss attire. He looks the same exact way like he did when we were building up to one of the best WrestleManias of all time. And now, what will happen? The Roman is babyface. Last time Rock was here, Roman was an ultra heel. What is Rock going to react to Roman and Cody teaming up? How is Rock going to react to Solo's new bloodline forming? Did Rock form this new Solo bloodline? We got a lot of questions, and they'll be answered soon on the road. I think the Survivor Series, I don't think it's going to be anything on the road to Crown Jewel or anything. I think we're just saving this for a Big 4 PLE, and obviously Survivor Series is considered a Big 4 PLE. But also The Rock staring down the whole situation, giving the eyebrow, and then holding up the 1, 2, 3 fingers, which, if you guys don't know, means that The Rock pinned Cody. The Rock still doesn't forget that he pinned Cody on night 1, and The Rock is probably not too happy with Roman Reigns right now, because his own cousin, after everything that they've been through, is now teaming with the man that he feuded with for 2 consecutive WrestleManias. So that's how Bad Blood closed. A perfect closing, actually, to Bad Blood. Triple H, the press conference didn't really include anything. Triple H just spamming numbers out the ass. I mean, there's only a few good press conference moments. Like, for example, like Cody and Jay's press conference. But overall, the press conferences are skippable. Also, probably the biggest thing that happened after Bad Blood was KO is now heel. He attacked Cody Rhodes in the parking lot. That's probably the biggest thing that happened afterwards. And obviously, now that KO's heel, I'm sure they'll show that footage on SmackDown. We'll have to wait for SmackDown to get more about that. But overall, Bad Blood, solid PLE. I thought, is it the best PLE of the year? Absolutely not. Is it a top 3 PLE? Maybe. If you're talking about in-ring PLEs, this is certainly one of the least good ones, because Punk and Drew kicked ass. I thought Bayley and Nia was alright for what it was. And the tag team match had some few good parts. Besides the returns, I mean, there wasn't anything too strong, but I still actually really enjoyed the show from my standpoint. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm looking forward to Raw tonight. And yeah, that was the review for Bad Blood. Hope you guys subscribe. We'll have daily videos coming up, including the Raw review. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.